We've got a news alert breaking right now on Qualcomm. Josh Lipton has the very latest. Josh.
That's right, Brian. Some headlines dropping here from Qualcomm. Reuters is reporting that the U.S. Department of Justice has asked a federal appeals court to pause imposition of this antitrust ruling against Qualcomm, apparently with support from the Energy and Defense Departments. You recall back in May, this judge ruled that the chip maker had violated antitrust law, sided with the FTC, said Qualcomm was suppressing competition. Qualcomm disagreed with those conclusions and is filing for an appeal of that decision, but also asked the Ninth Circuit for a stay. In other words, put on hold two of the remedies until this appeal is heard. And now the U.S. government apparently saying, yes, you should grant that stay, and Qualcomm moving higher here in the after hours. Brian, back to you.
Guys, thank you very much. Josh Lipton stock is up about 3% on that news. Anybody here got a strong opinion on Qualcomm? I mean, this has been a court case. Qualcomm and court case and litigation and settlement are words we have used with this stock for the better part of 5 to 7 years.
That's been the bet on the stock, right? If you're long the stock, you're betting that these court cases are going to go their way. It looks like
legal
this one
arbitrage,
did.
effectively.
Yeah, but what's interesting about this, I think, is that it kind of goes to the idea that the supply chains, because of the trade war, might be in jeopardy. And I think that's what's driving this. Some of what's going on with 5G, the DOD and the Department of Energy need some of what they have for that. So it could be kind of a side casualty of the trade war or benefit of the trade war.
Because of all this litigation, though, the problem I have with it is that's going to continue, I think. I don't know that this is the last thing we're going to hear in that whole and this has been going on forever, as you mentioned, multiple years. I bought Micron today. I bought the stock there. I added to an Intel position that I have, and I have AMD calls. So I like some of the other names where I don't have to deal with all these headaches of, well, what's going to happen next, and how long is this going to expand this thing out?
It's a good macro question, Karen. Should you ever own a stock that effectively is a legal arbitrage play? I mean, are you buying it based on the expected outcome, which is, by the way, a guess, unless you're a superstar patent attorney or antitrust attorney, on how a judge or a jury is going to decide?
Yeah, it's too complicated for me to try to figure out, all right, if these sweeping changes are implemented, if they lose here, if let's say they get the stay and then it goes and then they lose an appeal. It's too complicated. I agree with Pete. Other ways to try to play it.
Don't own it, in other words.
Don't own it. Too complicated for me.
All right, too complicated there on Qualcomm. Yeah, Qualcomm is certainly a name. I mean, it's done well. It's up 30% in the last 12 months, 36% in the last 6 months.
You have to think everything bad's priced in. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Maybe it is.
Maybe it is.
You know, and there's always that 5G is always like the thing that's out there.
Right.
It's going to change everything.